Hey guys, welcome back. My name is Ryan. I'm a full-time reseller. I sell on eBay and Poshmark, and I'm going to go over a couple things I picked up today. This is just a thrift haul video, pretty simple, nothing too special, I guess, about it. But you can kind of see a couple of things that I pick up to resell. A lot of them aren't really normal things I pick up. I went to the outlet, and for the very first time, I actually went over the 25 pounds, which makes it $1.19 a pound, or yeah, a pound. So when I finally did, I even told the cashier, and she's like, "Congratulations." I don't know. It's one of those small things, but it goes uh, under 10 pounds. It's $1.99 a pound. From 11 to 24 pounds, it is $1.79 a pound. And then at over 25 pounds, it is $1.19 a pound. And that's just for clothing. A lot of our like hard goods and things like that are just 99 cents a pound. Books are different, shoes are different, things like that. So I'm just gonna get into it. I'm gonna go over what I picked up at the outlet first, and then some of the thrift stores I went to at our Goodwills on Mondays. It is $1 a day for the color of the week. So there's that too. So sometimes I pick up things because they're $1 and I'll sell them for 10, 15. So first thing from the outlet, I just picked these up because they're cool. Definitely not because of the name. They're like rose and like these skeletons, but it is a horrible brand. It is No Boundaries. I just picked it up because it is this like mesh, and I thought they were really cool. I think they'll sell just because how they look. So the next thing I picked up was horrible brand, but it does have a school. It's Coliseum. It's a youth. It is a Florida State hoodie. So just something simple. With college football, usually those kind of things sell. Another college team, this is Oklahoma State. Just a little sweater. It is fall now, so hopefully we can get that sold. The next thing was that one's from a different store. Yeah, I'll wait on that. We'll just grab that. I grabbed multiple of these. I'm guessing the same guy donated them, but they are vintage Wranglers, all made in the USA. Let's see if it can pick it up on the camera, but all made in the USA Wrangler. I've picked these up before. They don't go for a whole lot. You would think vintage Wrangler would go for more, but just some vintage Wrangler made in the USA. I picked it up. That kind of helped with the weight too. I think I picked up 4 pairs of them. Here's another pair. It's got it right on the inside. So here's the zipper. It's right inside the flap. And made in the USA. There's another pair. I know there's more pairs, but they're probably buried. I'm just kind of going with the flow. Picked up this Woolridge women's little quarter zip. Nothing special too much. I did like the little font. There's like a little sheep. I thought that was cool. Is it Duper or DU/ER? I do pick up the pants a lot. I do pretty well with those. These are like joggers or jeggings. And you know what? I got them from the bins. We'll try them out. I didn't even look it up. I just know I sell the brand before. Another college, which is pretty much just right down the road from me, at least one of their campuses, is Northeastern State. Kind of a small college. It says Riverhawk Hype. Just a little sweater. There's kind of a controversial thing with that. They used to be called the Redmen, and now they're the Riverhawks. Anytime I sell vintage Northeastern State University stuff, I always get people who's like, I'm a Redman, not a Riverhawk. I'm like, oh, okay, thank you for your business. I don't want to even get into that. Yeah. The next thing, I've never heard of this brand. I was just kind of making weight. Caution to the wind. It is it was kind of like this older tag, it looked like. It's made in Mexico, but it's just a little dress. I thought it was cool. It's not linen though. I thought it was linen. It's polyester, cotton, and rayon. Just a cool little dress. Might take a while to sell, but yeah. This is just a vest. It's a bad brand, Core 365, but it is a 3XL, and it has a cat logo. So, someone that blue collar guy might want that. I picked up these Gap. I don't know why I picked these up. Gap Perfect Boot. They were in good shape. They were boot cut, so Gap. At the store, I think I paid like $33 at the outlet for all these, what I'm showing. Here's another pair of these vintage Wranglers, once again, made in USA. I'm guessing these were different people because some of the sizes are different. Here's another pair, vintage Wranglers, made in USA. This was a North Face 2XL vest, but it did have an embroidery. It said Warner Cat, which I'm guessing it's a business, probably a manufacturer. What are they called? I don't really know. Supplier, I guess, for cat. What is it called? When it's like whatever Ford and whatever Chevy, Nissan. I can't remember. If you know the name or what it's called, drop it in the comments, please. I don't know why I'm blanking it. All right, another bag from the outlet. We got this College World Series. I might just give this to my kids. It's for softball. That might actually just go to my kids, but we'll see. I don't know. So I got this. What is it? Hasbullah. I probably butchered that. Got this shirt from him. But I thought it was cool because it was actually by UFC. And on the back, he's, I don't know. I thought it was cool. And if no one buys it, heck, I might just keep it because it's funny. This is a Chase Rusty Wallace quarter zip. Chase is, it's okay. Like, obviously, if you can get like the jackets, like the actual NASCAR jackets, they go for good money. I don't really know if the quarter zip. Kind of just wanted to make weight. Next thing, never even heard of this university. I had to Google it. It is called Friends University. Friends University football. Apparently it's in Kansas. Actually not too far. I mean, pretty far, but not too terribly far. Next thing, I just thought this was cool. Never heard of the brand. Dante Hooligan, but it was this jacket, kind of the fur, little style. That was cool. Yeah. Next thing was just Old Navy, size 40, 24, long, high-rise, super skinny. I don't really... this is a test. This is a test run. I know there's some YouTubers or influencers that pick up Old Navy and do pretty well with it. So I was like, you know what, I'm going to try it. I might regret it. It might go in the trash, but if I made $1 on every single one of these items, I'm pretty much going to make a profit. These are just some waterproof overalls. Brand wasn't a good brand, I don't think. It was just Blue Motion. Never heard of it. And the last thing from the bins was some sweatpants. They're Nike, And they're the college OBU, Oklahoma Baptist University. So that's what I got from the Goodwill bins. And next, we'll go through some of the other thrift stores. All right, so I did swing by a Salvation Army. This is the only thing I picked up. It was this L. Bean women's jacket. What is it made of? It is made out of nylon outside. Nice little L. Bean right there. And picked it up for $4. Actually, I'm gonna make a different pile for that. Picked up some Levi's. I think these were the vintage Levi's I picked up. I think so. Yeah, picked up some vintage Levi's made in USA. See if the camera will pick that up too. Right there. I did pay up for them at $8.49, but some vintage Levi's. Size 38-30. I picked up this for $1. It's a big size. There are Levi's 505s. It is a size 58-30. 58-30. 505s. Picked it up for $1. Good condition. I'm not afraid to pick up the big sizes. I know some people are, but I'm not. I actually do pretty well with them. I was skeptical about this. I'm so-so with this brand. It's carbon to cobalt. It is just cotton. Carbon to cobalt right there. If it'll pick up. And just a little long sleeve. This is a cinch. I only pick up cinch usually if it is a flip cuff, or it's got a nice, just crazy all over print, which this one had a nice all over print. Next thing, it was just this lightweight hoodie OSU. Cowboys, has a little patch, loyal and true. You have to be loyal and true with how their football team is doing right now. Paid $5.99 for that. Picked up this Lacoste Sports track jacket. Paid, what did I pay? $5.99 for a 2XL. Lacoste track jacket. Next thing was, I'm kind of so-so on Untuck It right now, but I picked up this Untuck It. They don't go for a whole lot, but Untuck It, $5.99. I picked this Tommy Bahama up just because it had this nice, crazy all over print. It looked really nice. I know there's only gonna be certain areas that people are gonna be wearing this, but nice, just all over print. Tommy Bahama. I only pick up really the Tommy Bahama unless one is cheap or two, it's got a nice all over print. I was kind of on this one. This was $1. Bad brand, but it's a vest. It is the Iowa State Cyclones. This is a brand called Winner. It was just very 90s. I picked it up for $1. It is all the way nice little color block. Picked up this, what is it? Nautica. Picked up a little quarter zip of it for $1. That. Okay. Next thing were these Under Armour baseball. I know baseball's pretty much season's over. Picked it for $1 though. It was brand new with tags, Under Armour. For $1, also picked up this OSU. I think it's by 47. Just hoodie. Picked up this Eddie Bauer. I believe it's First Ascent. Yeah, Eddie Bauer First Ascent. You can see the logo right there. Which Eddie Bauer First Ascent's pretty good. This is women's, and with this nice all over print. Picked it up for $1. Uh, this is a IB Cool. IB Cool. It was this love all over, which I thought was cool. It did have an embroidery for Top of the Rock, which is kind of hard to see, but it says Top of the Rock. I paid $5.99 for that. For $1, picked up this women's Nike Pro, just long sleeve. For $1, picked up this rain jacket. It is by Champion. It is for TCU. It was $1. Nothing too crazy. Like, I didn't really get any kind of like just straight bangers. It's just kind of bread and butter stuff today. But you know what? That's what pays the bills. Some Lululemon. How I always look is I see the silver, I flip it over and see if it has the Lulu, because a lot of the time the Lulu tag is cut or pulled out. So Lulu pants, paid $7.99. For some reason it was $1 more than usual, but I still paid for it. Next thing up, it is, paid for $1 on this one. It is an Ashworth Easy Tech. That's not really important. I picked it up because it is True North. I've sold stuff from that golf course before. It is pretty decent for me. Let's see. For $5.99, picked up this Tommy Bahama quarter zip. It was this nice blue color. For $1, picked up this Adidas quarter button shirt. This one's for $1. I picked up this Orvis quarter zip. Let's see, for $5.99, picked up this Canterbury cloth Pendleton. It is a Pima cotton and merino wool long sleeve. Picked up this Patagonia organic cotton XXL, just long sleeve. Picked up this Pendleton Pendleton Frontier. It is a snap. It is a snap shirt, a Pro Snap. Is it Pro Snap? Yeah, Pro Snap. Pro Snap long sleeve shirt. Picked up just a plain Johnny O. Oh, those are all $5.99 each. For $5.99, picked up this Johnny O. What is it? West Coast Prep. Just plain polo. I need to get picker on that, but picked it up. This bag right now was my last stop of the day, and I hadn't really gotten much, so I kind of went for some other things I usually don't. These are Levi 505, brand new with tags, size 40-30. Nice light wash on them. Paid $8.49 though, but brand new with tags. Picked up this. Is this the Grayson? No, this is Johnny O. Just plain pink. It does have an embroider right there for a club called the Patriot, with the logo right there for Folds of Honor, which usually anytime I buy stuff of Folds of Honor, I do set it up to donate to them. As a veteran myself, I think it's cool to kind of give back. And it is a local charity, and they do really good things. So they are founded just like right up the road from us, or from me. So I do try to give back to it. So if you want to, I can actually leave some of the details of Folds of Honor. If you want to try to contribute to anything, to them as well. Or if you do, like I said, anytime I sell something with the Folds of Honor on it, I do donate a portion to them. Next thing up is a Holderness and Born. Great brand. I've sold it multiple times, and great club added with it. It is Southern Hills. It did have another embroidery though for the Maxwell Cup. I am not sure what that is, but Southern Hills does host the PGA occasionally, so that's kind of one thing they're known for. Next thing, for $1, picked up this women's North Face quarter zip. Next thing, Grayson, size medium, great club, Southern Hills. It's got like this big floral print on it, kind of some bikini bottom kind of stuff. Next thing, for $1, I picked up a Under Armour just polo, pretty plain, simple, just heather gray. That is on that one. Yep. And I got 2 little bags left. All right. Next thing, for $1, got this Eddie Bauer 2XL, just nice little flannel long sleeve. Picked up these Lucky Brand pants for $1. They do have a little hole right here in the knee. I actually planned on keeping these for myself. Can't beat that for $1. Next thing, for $1, was a cinch, just nice geometric print. It was a youth size XL. Just nice little all over print cinch. Picked that up for $1. Next thing, for $1, I believe. Yeah, for $1, Under Armour, just lightweight hoodie. Yeah, lightweight hoodie. Picked it up for $1, Under Armour. Picked up some Under Armour size XL, just some sweatpants. Can't beat that for $1. Next thing, also for $1, was a North Face Boys XL quarter zip. It's by North Face. And I know you might see I have a lot of North Face. North Face honestly is not the best. It's all about what you're getting. Those are just like simple bread and butter kind of things. And I might sit on them for a while. So definitely it's not something I say like, hey, that's definitely something you pick up. Next thing, Tommy Bahama. This was for $1. Tommy Bahama, just it's got all this all over print. Little palm trees. Next thing, and if you've made it this far, I really appreciate it. I'm going through all this stuff. I really appreciate you guys if you've made it this far in the video. For $1, picked up this Columbia women's small hoodie, lightweight hoodie. Picked up this Alaska Hard Gear by Duluth for $1, long sleeve. I actually paid full price for this. It is $5.99. It is a Nike Golf LSU quarter zip. And the last item is a Eddie Bauer size small. Picked it up for $1. Nice all over print. So, all right, so that's all the things I picked up today. I really appreciate everyone that's made this far in the video. If you could, give it a like. Leave a comment of maybe some of the items you would have picked up, some of the items you wouldn't have picked up. These are just some of the things that I pick up to resell. Some might take a little longer, but I do kind of do more of a volume, honestly. and because it is harder to find just like those solid $20 items around me. So I pick a lot of bread and butter because that's the model around me I have to do, where I don't have to travel 4 hours away to Dallas or Kansas City. So that's what I do. But thank you again for stopping by. If you could subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Bye.